Good afternoon. My name is Sean Kirby. I'm going to be talking about my favorite program that I use to help supplement inside the classroom. It's not technology, but it is something that I pretty consistently use on a day-to-day basis to help supplement our reading program at the school I teach at. I teach second grade in the Bronx, and we use a program called CKLA. It's a great program that teaches a lot of rich phonics and decoding skills, but it kind of lacks in terms of literary skills and teaching things like main idea, sequence, cause and effect. So this is something where my kids struggle and they need a lot of extra help with, and especially with second grade. Next year's those students obviously be going to third grade. They need a lot of reinforcement and skill works in order to show mastery and also to get themselves prepared to become lifelong readers and get ready for the state test that come next year. So just so you see my face and know who you're speaking to, I hope you guys are all having a great day. But here is ReadWorks. So here's the home page, and if you look at it very closely, it's set up pretty nice and even. You have to create a login, which I have saved here because I'm constantly on it. So once you are logged in, it's very, very straightforward. There's the ability to read out, print out and read through passages. And the passages I'll show you first. Everything is set up through grade level, Lexile, which is the text complexity topic. And if you scan through topics, I mean, it's pretty diverse. And in my school, we use a lot of the civics and government, life science, physical science, and U.S. history and world history, because CKLA, a lot of what they teach is through social studies and science. It's a lot of nonfiction, so we need a lot of supplemental materials to help teach those things, but also teach the skills within that. So that is one of the things that I use a lot of. That's me particularly, but if you look, there's a gazillion different topics, and they even have like pop culture things and like current topics that pop up, because this, I'm pretty certain that they update this website very frequently. But anyways, they have literary, informational poetry, and on top, which is wonderful, they have the skills being taught. So you can be very, very explicit with what you're trying to teach your students. So that's one thing that I like the website for, is if I'm in a bind and I realize I'm teaching a skill and something that I need, I'm going to show you my face, but if I need something extra, I can go on the website and I can find something. So if I'm teaching, like right now I'm teaching about early Asian civilizations, and if there's a lot of sequence within like the read aloud, because one of the components of CKLA is a part called listening and learning, where if they're talking about first and using words that are sequence keywords and they're not picking up, and if I'm during the read aloud, because a lot of what CKLA offers is to read aloud. Sorry about the train, I live near the railroad. But anyways, if I can see that they're not following and they're not understanding, and I need to remediate, and I need to kind of come up with a plan quick because I'm realizing that my students aren't getting it, I can hop on, I scan right to the bottom, I can find sequencing, I can click on the grade level, I can even set up the Lexile. Kids are relatively low, so I kind of try to keep it at a teachable level, 200, 300, which is not too hard. Nothing came up for this necessarily because I didn't put in a keyword, but if I were to put in a keyword, arcs would pop up. To go back to the main page, one of the things that's really nice is that they have lessons and units. So if you look here, there's a lot of different ways you can set up. And here, just looking at this, Unit America Street, you can set up your grade level. So I pick 2 because that's what I teach. Unit type, it would be comprehension based or skill and strategy based, depending on what I would want. I'll pick skill and strategy, then boom, here are your skills and strategies. I'll pick cause and effects and apply, and everything comes up nice and easy. So this is something that I would not use as my primary focus, but I would certainly use it as a supplemental focus, and it really helps teach. And one of the things before I wanted to go, and I know this video is starting to get long, but everything is aligned to the Common Core standards. So if you were to plan and you need to use the standards within your planning, you could absolutely just click on it, go through. I can find second grade here if I click and I go. All of my standards are right here. So I can, if I was doing sequencing, I could find that. If I was looking for cause and effect standards or anything that's there, I can just find my literary standards right there and right in front of me. So it's pretty set. Yeah, the kids like it too because a lot of what's there it's real. It's nonfiction, so they're learning a lot about the world around them. Especially where I teach, it's the Bronx. They need a lot of remediation. A lot of the kids, because I teach in a charter school, the parents are great, but they live in tough neighborhoods, so they're sheltered. So they're also living in the South Bronx. A lot of them haven't even ventured outside of the confinement of New York City, so they don't know what the world is around, what it's like around them. So reading these articles that ReadWorks provides, it really opens their minds to what the world is like, and they learn a lot about history, so they learn about what the world was like. So it's just a really great website. It's very easy to sign up, and it's great, especially if you're in a bind and you're teaching and you have a lot of things planned and it's just not enough and they're not getting it. You can really dive through and kind of find anything that you would need to help remediate. Like I said, it's not my focus area. This is not my core reading program, but as a supplemental thing, as a supplemental side piece, it's great, and it really helps the kids and teaches them. And for things like exit tickets and little formative assessments where you really want to get a gauge at where the students are, it's great. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a great week. Next week, enjoy Monday off, and I'll see you guys on the other side.